The President, His Excellency Adama Barrow, left the State House Saturday morning for another tour of project sites within the Greater Banjul Area. The President aims to keep abreast with the pace of some of the most important infrastructural projects undertaken by his government. President Barrow places great premium on infrastructural development, which is seen as a foundation for socio-economic development. The first port of call for the President and his entourage was the Gambia College campus in Brikama, where the first phase of the project to build student dormitories is progressing. Funded by the MRC Holland Foundation and Brad Future, this dormitory block is expected to house over 330 students. The second phase will also double the capacity to over 500 students as part of the government's ambitious plan to provide state-of-the-art facilities for students of the new University of Education.
Thank God, with the intervention of MRC Holland, everything has now been solved, and on top of not only the old dormitory being solved, but even with the additional new dormitories and the proposed expansion, I think this is something that is commendable, and Your Excellency, you have provided the avenue to make education accessible to everybody.
The students were visibly excited as they welcomed the President at the campus. The President of the Gambia College Students Union, Aliu Dabo, thanking President Barrow for the intervention.
We are very honored to receive you here, and we will definitely like to commend your government's effort to expand the project that is here, because previously the dormitory that we were having was not accommodatable. But due to the intervention of your government, today, alhamdulillah, everything is going smoothly, and the first phase of the project is almost done, and we are hoping to see the second phase of the project very soon.
The chairperson of the MRC Holland Foundation, Henrietta Sonko, disclosed that the second phase of the project will cater for the needs of all classes of students, adding that her foundation will continue to partner with government to support the education sector.
For the second phase also, what we find very important is the creche, so that mothers with babies can also be accommodated, and they can put their children in the creche, and then even if they have to attend lectures, even if they are breastfeeding, they can go and attend their lectures and then go and breastfeed and have their children safely looked after.
The President was highly impressed with the works of the contractor and expressed gratitude to the MRC Holland Foundation for the partnership.
All Gambians know that my direction is about infrastructure, infrastructural development, because I believe that infrastructural development is the foundation of any country, especially a developing country. And education, you cannot live behind infrastructural development. To create the environment for learning is very important for us. That's why I said, no, I have to come and see.
A few meters from the dormitory block, another project of immense significance is ongoing. This is the new Gambia University of Science, Engineering and Technology, a multi-million-dollar project designed to locally train Gambians in the sciences and technical subjects. The Minister of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology, Professor Per Gomez, urged contractors to redouble their efforts in order to meet the stipulated deadline.
We don't want them to go beyond this year. That's what we told them, and we cannot negotiate with that. That's why we're giving them an advance payment of 30 million, just to accelerate the work and see. And Santa and her team are now monitoring them, and so that there's no excuse. Because if we had owed them, that's something else. But now that we are giving extra money.
The President was also highly impressed, but insisted on the need to finish the project, as he is already looking forward to a great event next year.
But for me, I'm targeting, this to be part of my, independence celebration. Of course. Because we are celebrating 60 years independence, and that is high key. Yes. So, we want to make sure everything is finished, before inauguration. It is part of my programs.
The entourage continued its tour, driving to Farado, where he visited the 1,500-bed hospital currently under construction by an Indian firm, Saporji Palonji. The President was taken on a guided tour of this huge hospital, which is expected to revolutionize healthcare service delivery in the Gambia. It is one of the flagship projects of the Barrow administration, and the President expressed satisfaction with the quality and pace of the works. He reminded the contractors and consultants of the need to adhere to agreed timeframes, whilst also not compromising standards and quality. From Farado, the entourage drove south to Brusubi, where another new project is taking shape. The National Food and Drug Quality Laboratory is the first of its kind in the Gambia and will equip the Health Ministry the means and expertise to test all drugs and foods entering the Gambia. The president described the project as a major milestone for the country, as it will promote national health and hygiene.
We know that this is a big project, and it's a very important project for Gambia, because this is the first time we are having a lab, because we all remember when we have the problem of the kidney injuries, and this is the problem of still, so now we want all medication to be tested in the Gambia, and also there is food lab also that will test food, quality food in this country. I think it's very important for us, and we are happy that we have been given assurance by the contractor, and that the project will finish on time. He said 7 months, and it was 18 months. So definitely they are on track.
The tour finally climaxed at the Independence Stadium in Bakau, which is currently undergoing renovation in line with CAF's demands. The president was given a rousing reception by the youths, who lined to thank him for his support to Gambian sports. He was then taken on a guided tour of the stadium, where government has already spent millions of dollars to facelift the country's only stadium to meet international standards. The Minister of Youth and Sports, Bakari Baji, and the General Manager of the stadium, Ibu Faye, gave detailed accounts of the works, but considered that they may not meet the anticipated deadline. The President called on all the stakeholders to work together to ensure the completion of the works. Whilst he acknowledged that progress has been made, President Barrow stressed the need for proper oversight and monitoring to ensure completion. At the end of the tour, the Minister of Information, Dr. Ismaila Ceesay, commended the President for his steadfast commitment to national development.
Today we looked at the healthcare sector, 1,500 beds, with all the latest facilities there. We looked at the new modern labs. Not only that, we also came to look at the sports stadium, higher education. So all these sectors, parallel development, it happens nowhere in the continent, nowhere in the world, where a government as resource constrained as the Gambia can engage and start and initiate parallel multi-sector projects, healthcare, higher education, sports, infrastructure. I haven't seen it anywhere. So therefore we need to thank His Excellency for his vision, for his foresight, for his innovative way of thinking and generating resources internally. Most of these resources are generated internally, but also with the support of donor partners as well. But it is his vision that brings this about. So I think we need to thank him. This is good for the Gambia. This gives us hope.
The President described the tour as successful and renewed his commitment to infrastructural development as the cornerstone of national development.
These projects are very important projects. They are social projects. And as President, I have signed contract with the Gambian people. That's why I'm elected in office, to make sure that to impact the life of the Gambian people. And that's what we are trying to do. So I think it is very important for us to visit the project sites. And also visiting the project sites, we also put pressure on the contractors, put pressure on the consultants, and also the partners also will be well informed about what is happening. Overall, as he said, we are doing a lot of things. We are doing in different areas, different sectors, the health sector, the sports sector, the road infrastructure, agriculture, energy. We are doing a lot at the same time.
The President also praised the work of his information minister, describing him as very proactive and innovative in his approach to information dissemination. He finally called on Gambians to be patient as his government is exploring innovative financing to provide more infrastructural projects. Momodou Jallow, GRTS News.